Everything you see around you is already out of date. Your job, your bank balance, the very walls of your room are all just a fossil record of a person you used to be. We are taught to treat this fossil as a prophecy, a clear sign of what's to come. And this is the great mistake, the one that keeps you trapped. Because if you don't understand that your reality is a lagging indicator, you are doomed to repeat the same patterns, caught in a feedback loop powered by your own mind. Imagine you're standing in front of a perfect mirror. If you see a frown on your reflection, you don't walk up to the glass and try to force its lips into a smile. You know that's absurd. The reflection has no power of its own. It can only show you what you're doing. You understand instinctively that to change the reflection, you must change the source. You must smile first. Your physical world operates on the exact same principle. It is a mirror reflecting your inner state of consciousness. Your dominant thoughts, beliefs, and feelings are the source. The circumstances of your life are the reflection. This is the foundation of Neville Goddard's teaching. The world is you, pushed out. Your relationships reflect your assumptions about love and connection. Your finances reflect your deep-seated beliefs about security and abundance. The world has no choice but to conform to the blueprint you provide with your own consciousness. It is a law. So why does it feel like the world is in charge? Why does it feel like you are at the mercy of your circumstances? It's because of a critical feature of this cosmic mirror, a feature most people misinterpret completely. The mirror has a time delay. What you are experiencing today is the physical manifestation of the mental states you occupied yesterday, last week, or even last month. There is a gestation period, an inevitable buffer between the moment you plant a seed and the moment it breaks through the soil. This delay is a mechanism for stability. If your world changed instantly with every fleeting thought, reality would be an incoherent chaos. The time lag ensures that only your persistent dominant assumptions take root and become solid fact. This is where the trap is set. We look at our current reality, the delayed reflection of our old thinking, and we react to it. Seeing a low bank balance, we feel anxiety. That feeling of anxiety is a powerful creative act. It's a prayer for more lack. We are smiling at the mirror, expecting the reflection to smile first. It never will. You are using the effect as a cause. You are looking at a shadow on the ground and trying to argue with it, forgetting that you are the one casting it. This is the loop. Old thinking creates current circumstances. You observe current circumstances. You feel the feelings associated with them. Those feelings become your new inner state. That new state then creates more of the same circumstances. On and on it goes. So if you are supposed to disregard the very evidence of your senses, what are you meant to do instead? This requires a radical shift in allegiance. You must choose between two competing authorities. On one side, you have the loud, demanding evidence of your five senses. This is the army of facts, the bills, the diagnosis, the rejection letter. They scream for your attention. On the other side, you have the quiet, subtle authority of your imagination. A feeling, a knowing, a scene held in the mind's eye. 99% of people build their inner world based on the reports from the outer world. They let the reflection dictate the source. The work is to do the opposite. You must build your inner world with such conviction that the outer world has no choice but to change its reports. This means you must be willing to feel, for a time, completely delusional. Your senses will tell you one story. You must tell yourself a better one, and believe it more. You live in your apartment, but in your imagination you fall asleep in the home you desire. You go to the job you have, but you feel the gratitude and satisfaction of the career you want. You are conducting an internal affair with your desired reality. This is what Neville called living in the end. You are assuming the feeling of the wish already fulfilled. This is a deliberate, conscious use of your creative power. And it feels strange at first. It feels like you're lying to yourself. But what if your current reality is the actual lie? What if it's just an echo of a sound you no longer wish to make? There's a specific technique for making this new sound so clear that it becomes the only one the world can hear. Neville discovered that the most fertile ground for planting a new assumption is the state just before sleep. He called it the state akin to sleep, or SATS. In this drowsy, hypnotic window, the conscious mind, the gatekeeper of your current reality, is starting to shut down. Your analytical brain, the one that argues for your limitations, is going offline. This is your moment. In this state, You don't just think about what you want, you construct a short scene or a simple feeling that implies your wish is already a fact. If you desire healing, you might feel the relief of a doctor giving you a clean bill of health. If you desire a partner, you could feel the weight of a wedding ring on your finger. The key is to make it sensory, make it feel real. The subconscious mind thinks in feelings and symbols, not in abstract words. You loop this short scene over and over, letting the feeling of its reality saturate your mind. You feel the gratitude, the relief, the joy of it being done, and then you fall asleep in that state. You carry that feeling with you into the silence. You have successfully impressed your subconscious with a new blueprint. You've given the mirror a new image to reflect. This is far more than positive thinking. It is a change of I am. You are rehearsing the feeling of being the person who has what you want, until it feels natural. But what about the past? What about all those old states that created the reality you're currently in? You can change those too. Neville taught a powerful technique called revision. He believed that the past only exists in your imagination, and because it's in your imagination, you can go back and change it. At the end of your day, you can review the events that occurred. If there was a conversation that went poorly, or an event that caused you distress, you rewrite it. You replay the scene in your mind exactly as you wished it had happened. You revise the conversation until it ends in understanding. You revise the outcome until it's favorable. You do this until the revised memory feels more real than the original event. This is psychological alchemy. It seems simple, but its effects are profound. By changing the memory, you are changing its emotional charge. You are robbing a negative past event of its power to project itself into your future. You are healing the cause. A revised memory, if persisted in, will produce the effects it would have produced had it been a physical fact in the first place. You are changing the footprints you left behind. This cleans up the past, while your work in SATs builds the future. But there is one final piece. It's what you do the morning after. After you have successfully impressed your subconscious mind, you enter a state Neville called the Sabbath. It is a mental rest, a quiet confidence. You have planted the seed. The work is done. Now you must let it grow. This is the hardest part for many. The temptation is to look for signs, to check the mirror constantly, asking, is it working yet? Every time you do this, you are introducing doubt. You are digging up the seed. Living in the end means going about your day with the underlying assumption that your desire is a fact, even if the world of senses has not yet caught up. Think of it like ordering a package from a trusted company. You place the order, you get the confirmation, you trust that it is being prepared and shipped. You don't panic if it's not on your doorstep in 10 minutes. You don't call the company every hour. You just know it's on its way. Your session in SATs is the order confirmation. Your feeling of relief is the receipt. Now you must have the faith to let the cosmic delivery system do its work. The circumstances will have to rearrange themselves to match your new assumption. People will say things they wouldn't have said before. Opportunities will appear. The bridge of incidents will unfold, often in ways you could never have predicted. Your only job is to remain faithful to the new state, to the reality you chose in your imagination. When doubt creeps in, you gently return to the feeling of the wish, fulfilled. You remember that what you see is the old news. The reflection is just catching up. The world you experience is a history lesson, not a weather forecast. Your circumstances are the hardened footprints of where your consciousness has been traveling for weeks, months, or years. They are the receipts from last month's thinking, already paid for. Your imaginative state right now, the feeling you are choosing to inhabit this very moment, is the only creative power there is. It's the only thing that predicts where you are going. You are always standing at the cause point of your own future. The only question is, what reality are you ordering for tomorrow? And this very same mechanism explains why trying to change other people is a fool's errand. You're just arguing with a reflection of your own assumptions about them, which is an entirely different kind of prison.